One day, the Fat Controller came to Tidmouth's sheds with good news. "Guess what, everyone?" said Fat Controller. "I have a surprise for you." "For us, sir? How nice, sir. What's the surprise?" "Wait and see," said Fat Controller. In the engine, suddenly all heard chuffing noises. And coming towards the sheds was an engine with big wheels. A long engine, and it had the number 3 on the tender. And Henry the Green Engine approached Tidmouth's sheds. The engines were all delighted. "Henry, you're back! And you look amazing. Yeah, just look at me," said Henry. The turntable soon turned, and Henry puffed into his berth. "Do you guys like this new shape?" "Yes, it's amazing." "Yes," said Henry. "I was damaged so badly that the workmen had to give me a complete overhaul. And it's worth the expense, isn't it?" "Indeed," said Percy. "Now, Henry," said the Fat Controller, "now get ready for work. You are going to have a new job. You are going to deliver coal from the coal mines and take it to the mainland." "Oh, thank you, sir," said Henry. "Oh, and Thomas, could you go with Henry too, so that you can arrange his trucks?" "Yes, sir," the little blue engine said. He puffed onto the turntable and set off, with Henry following. "So how was it at the works?" asked Thomas. "Boring," Henry said. "It took too much time. Now then, what did I miss?" "Oh, well," said Thomas, "as you might have known, Percy had an accident too. He crashed onto some broken rails and ended up crashing into a bakery. And after that," said Thomas, "a diesel came as a replacement engine. However," said Thomas, "he became a runaway while pulling some explosives." "The diesel," said Thomas, "ended up crashing into some buffers and exploding in spectacular fashion. If the signalman hadn't changed the points," he said, "I would have died." And Bill and Ben also played a trick. They caused some trucks to become a runaway. And they crashed into Duck. "Whoa, quite a lot happened," said Henry. Soon the 2 engines arrived at the coaling plant. "Now then, I'll go and fetch your trucks while you fill up on water," Thomas said, and set off to shut Henry's trucks. He soon shunted the trucks into position. "Here are your trucks, Henry." "Oh, thank you, Thomas. You really are a good friend." "Indeed. Now then, I'd better need a drink myself." Thomas set off to the water tower, and Henry set off to the mainland with his load of coal. The journey went pretty smooth for Henry. The sun was shining and the birds were singing as Henry puffed along the line. He soon stopped at a station. "Why have we stopped?" said Henry. "This," said the driver, "is a slow goods train, stopping at every station to pick up and set down trucks." Henry waited impatiently as Doc shunted more trucks into place. And so they stopped at every station, collecting more and more trucks until they had a long train. Soon, Henry had an enormous line of 20 remembered about the time back in 2002 when Diesel thought he could pull 20 trucks, but ended up failing. And he had come to the rescue. Truth be told, Henry said to his driver, this is quite a long line of trucks. And indeed it was. Henry struggled to pull the line of trucks. The driver enlarged steam, but the train was still heavy. Henry's fire flickered, but he was getting slower and slower. Soon, he was out of puff and stopped. This is too heavy. We'll need an engine to help, said the driver. Soon James arrived and buffered up in front of Henry, and the journey continued. Soon the two engines reached the mainland. Well done, you two, said the workman. You two really are enterprising engines. Henry and James felt proud.